But I remind her of one thing: her reign of tyranny came to an end on December 7th.
Yes.
She must abide by the law. She's not above the law.
Yes.
And so she must know that we will make sure that the right thing is done here today. We will declare Abekuman today, here.
Now, we talk about where we are today.
We are going to declare.
What happened at the collation center in the constituency? Reason why we are here today, because usually constituency election results like yours is declared at the collation
Some
center.
MPP tags went and set fire to the thing. They went and bent, MPP tags went and bent EC's collation sheets, they bent pink sheets. So even the MPP do not have one single pink sheet here.
Do you have yours?
Yes.
We have done 219. This is the rest of the pink sheets.
We have got it.
We have our pink sheets. EC doesn't have. MPP don't have. We have. So everything that we have is what we are authenticating.
That's all.
And so we've authenticated 219. We have the rest here. When we finish authenticating, we will see that Abekuman Obin is the duly elected parliamentary member of parliament for Abekuman. It is simply because they don't have pink sheets that the EC is trying to rob Abekuman Obin and the people of Abekuman of representation. Tell the MPP, look, I say, go and ask the MPP to show you 10 pink sheets from Abekuman. They don't have.
They don't have it. Not
A similar thing happened
yesterday. We authenticated 219. They didn't have one pink sheet to show.
How come that is the case?
Because they bent it.
They don't have it.
They bent it on their own?
They bent everything. Look, even our own, we needed to secure them.
Yes.
It took the vigilance of Abekuman Obin and the NDC parliamentary candidates and the party faithful in Abekuman to secure the pink sheets that we have.
Was it deliberate that they bent their pink?
They realize they've lost. They realize they've lost.
We are concerned about.
They know they've lost. We know we've won. That's why we have it. Because what did Bawumia say when he went to court in 2012? The evidence is on the face of the pink sheet. This is our pink sheet.
So what is it?
Now, yesterday, you went through a similar process and secured victory for Baba Sadek for Okankwe Central.
Yes.
Patrick Yabuama says he's headed to court. What do you say to that?
Any idiot can go to court.
That's all.
That's Samuel Nate George. Yes.
Let me update you.
Peter Bomo.
Okay.
You are live on GH1 TV.
So I have just spoken to the chairperson of the commission. And according to the chairperson of the commission, there was a report from the regional director that her life is in danger and that people are about killing her. People have even kidnapped her. That is why they have stopped the process. And that she doesn't understand why their life is in danger and the exercise will go on. In fact, I was speaking to her on loudspeaker and the regional police commander was standing right by me. He's gobsmacked. He's shocked that the regional director will give such a report. Because yesterday, the regional commander was here throughout the period with all the police officers until we left here about 9 p.m. We all agreed collectively to meet here. And incidentally, when we came this morning, we have seen heightened security. They are barricaded everywhere. And so under the rules of coalition, there are some representatives of the party that must be there. They have ensured that in the auditorium, and you were in the auditorium, you saw how the auditorium was serene, how it was quiet, and the representatives were ready, the returning officer was ready. By law, we know it is only the returning officer who is clothed with the authority to declare constituency elections. And so the returning officer is ready, two parties are ready, the place is quiet, security is in charge, the place is completely barricaded, and only few people are in there. And Jimensa is saying that because the director said that her life is in danger, we should put the exercise on hold. We find it very difficult to understand, and this is something that we will reject with all the energy we can command, because the people out there, those standing out there, their lives are connected to these elections, and that is why they can't stay at home. You can't continue denying the people representation like you did in SAL. And so if you don't speed up the process, if you don't hasten the process, you will continue getting people massing up at the Electoral Commission. In the next few hours, it will be very difficult to control. Meanwhile, where we have gotten to, if we had sat down, we would have used only 1 hour to complete the exercise. We would have finished. And so Electoral Commission must listen. Jin Mensa must listen. she has agreed that she's going to call the director and reassess the situation. I know the director would continue to lie because as we speak, she's not even in this building. When I called the director, she said because of the situation yesterday and the numbers outside, she's not in the office. But she has lied to Jean Mensah that she's in the office. The regional commander is here. He said the woman called her this morning that she wants to come back. When she got around, there were people there, so she was going.
And the Senate people.
Yes, can you imagine? And she never came in. You understand? Meanwhile, all of us, when we came, the place was barricaded. You need authorization before they will even let you cross any of the barricades. Myself, I stood behind the barricade for over 30 minutes before I was able to cross. And so if anybody tells me that there's a security situation here, then I cannot accept that. The reason why we are in this regional office to deal with Abekuman was because the coalition center in Abekuman was compromised and it was an open place. And so we thought that here was secured. And that's why we moved here. But we didn't move the jurisdiction of the election to the region. And so the region in the first place has no authority to take control of the election. Because by law, it is the returning officer, not even the district director, who is supposed to declare the results.
Was the returning officer ready?
The returning officer was there, coalition officer was there, and there are other EC officers who were there. The police were fully represented, even the police were more than we those in there. And so the military was even present. And so we don't understand why they will bring this unnecessary chaos when there's a peaceful arrangement, quiet arrangement, a serene arrangement that was going to end this matter once and for all so that the people will go back.
What's the way forward? What's the way forward?
We are here. The way forward is that we are here.
We are here. Dr. Peter Bomo-Tokuno. Yes, we have Alfred Agbesi. What do you mean? Briefly.
It's okay.
You have anything to add? Briefly.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing to add again. The only thing is that I'm aware that the regional director called the returning officer to leave these premises. Okay. But she doesn't have even that power. We've advised her. So she should understand that any chaos, anything that will happen in this election, because of it has become a national issue now. This is Abekuman issue. If any chaos happen, we will hold her responsible and hold Madam Jean Mensah responsible. Because they should just, the MPP group have agreed. The NDC group have agreed. There's no contention. We've managed this matter, we've spoken among ourselves, the political parties, and we are doing the thing properly. Whoever wins, fine. Why is she interfering? What's her interest? She was with me here yesterday. I was holding her up, everything like that. There was nothing wrong with her. I will not sit over here, neither will Tokuno sit over here for anybody to harm any official of, not the EC, even government official, including even the fourth estate media. No, nobody will do that. Nobody will do that. So wherever she is, whatever is her interest, she should go back to Jean and tell Jean that she has lied. But Jean must take control.
Doc.
There are numerous schools of thoughts, but we are not ready to talk about. The most important thing is that we want to sit at the table and do the coalition as the law demands.
Doc, finally, before you go, that's not the only seat in contention. And someone we are told has been transferred to the national EC headquarters. We're talking about Akwetia, which has gone to the regional coalition center.
Power to do so. They have no authority under the law to do so, except that they can change the location of the process. But the region or national have no authority to make determination over that election. We have heard in Sawam. In fact, our people have called us from here who are supposed to go there. But the agreement was that they are going to meet, the presiding officer will sit and they will continue with the coalition exercise. But no authority beyond the returning officer has the power under the law to declare the results. It is the returning officer who must go through the coalition exercise and declare the elections.
You still have...
Remember yesterday, we discovered that the POs, the polling presiding officers who had run the elections, have surreptitiously reproduced the pink sheets, and they have swapped the results so that the MPP parliamentary candidate for Kakwe Central should win the election. But for the vigilance, but for the eagle eyes, they would have surreptitiously rigged the elections in favor of Patrick Boama. And that is the same thing they want to do. When time elapses, it gives them the opportunity to get the pink sheets, to reproduce the pink sheets. Then they will claim that there is consistency between they and the MPP. And for that matter, we should use that.
Do you still have your 185 in the back as you announced it?
We have our 185 in the bag. We want to clock 190 actually.
Really?
Yes.
Yes. But why are you doubting it?
We have 185 confirmed. That what we are working on right now, the few ones that you have mentioned, are ones that we want to add to hit 190.
And you intend doing that?
And we are going to do that.
The process we are in
All right,
now.
so that's Peter, Dr. Peter.
If you want, watch us do it.
All right, so that's the message from Dr. Peter Boama Otokuno, a national officer of the NDC. We is still here. This is the Greater Accra Regional Office, headquarters of the Electoral Commission. And as you heard, as you watch yourself, as you saw, there is one major matter of contention here: the parliamentary result of the Abekuman North constituency, where Rabina Oben on the ticket of the NDC, and then also Nana Equia Afrie, a former member of parliament who is seeking to launch a comeback. Yes, I have Moses Abo here, and who is also involved in the process. You know him as the national regional organizer, Greater Accra regional organizer for the NPP, also sought to unseat Henry Quartey. He was not successful, but the repercussion of that is that the NPP has lost the seat. Henry Quartey has fallen. Well, we'll touch on that a bit later, but let's talk about what's happening here today. We told that your team was ready for the Abekuman North collation to be done. Was that the case?
Yeah, that was the case.
So why is the collation not going on?
Well, so far, my aspiring member of parliament has left the police as escort here, according to the information from the police that the EC boss has directed that they should halt the process. Maybe, I don't know a reason, but so everybody is going. So as an observer of the party, I'm also going to report back to the party leadership that that's what has happened.
Yeah, Mr. Abo, we are told that the process was ongoing smoothly. There was no chaos. Security is optimal. How come that you've been asked to suspend the process? Do you know?
Well, look at what is going on. I think Ghana is bigger than all of us. We went for election. At the end of the day, the candidate himself has conceded defeat, which I think sound good for everybody. And now the country will definitely belongs to you. Let the process work. But it's like people are using force, trying to hijack, trying to do a lot of things. I mean, we are not doing cool. It is election, and the masses has voted. I urge the NDC, His Excellency, the President-elect, and the leadership of NDC should talk to their people. We are all one. We are all Ghanaians. We have the same blood. We shouldn't fight each other. At the end of the day, Ghana is for all of us. Thank you.
Jane Mensah, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, gives counter directives now that return for the process to continue, is your team ready to return?
Why not? We will make sure the right thing is done. We will follow and make sure, because we are convinced and we know per the pink sheet and the figures that we have, we've won the Abekuman North constituency.
We told you don't even have pink sheet. Do you have your pink sheet?
I said we are convinced we've won the Abekuman North constituency. Why did they say we should postpone the process? But we cannot say anything. We want the right thing should be done. Maybe she know the reason why she asked us to process. And I know Ghana is for peaceful country. Ghana is for all of us. They cannot change anything. Whoever merge winner, I know J. Mensa or the Electoral Commission will declare.
Let's talk about your constituency. Were you surprised that Henry Quartey lost?
We'll talk about it. Now we are in a process that we need to reorganize the party and then come
Will
back.
you come back to contest for that?
Well, for now, it's
your supporters are watching you live on GH1 TV. It's your opportunity to tell them as to whether they should look forward to voting for you for Ayawaso Central again.
It is too early to take this decision. You understand? The most important is we need to reorganize our party. And Organ, we need to reorganize our party. So thank you very much.
But finally, are you surprised by your defeat at the national level, the presidential election?
Our party people didn't vote. So we think there is something left that we have to go and do. Some of the appointees I've seen, we keep